I've helped collectors buy and sell millions in rare collectibles. The sale prices in this video are all backed by real data from top auction houses like Heritage. I know what makes coins and currency valuable, and today I'll break it down for you. So here's a great question. What is your $50 bill actually worth? Well, most of the time, only 50 bucks, but the bills in this video have small details on them that demand huge premiums in the market. So pay close attention to this video because you don't want to miss what we're going to go over about these really rare $50 bills. So this first $50 bill is from 1969 and it sold for 240 bucks, and here's why. So the date doesn't matter too much on this bill. The biggest things you want to look out for is going to be, first of all, the star at the end of the serial number. Just know that that's a good thing on your bill. And secondly, the condition. This one got graded by PCGS at a 58 PPQ. PPQ just means premium paper quality. That means there's no tears, stains, pinholes, or blemishes on the bill that are detracting from the eye appeal. 58 means that there is at least one fold somewhere on this bill, so do keep that in mind that you do not want to be folding your bills at all when it comes to paper money. But because this star note is in such good condition, it sold for $240, only going up here in value with this big face $50 bill that sold for $504. PMG graded this at a 65 EPQ. That means there's not a single fold on this bill whatsoever. However, what we do want to be looking at is that serial number. So you can tell that the serial number is pretty unique. There are a bunch of zeros and threes, but the order in which the serial number lies is a radar. So you can see that it reads the same way from the front to the back. They call this a radar serial number, and that is why this $50 bill was turned into $504. Someone pretty much got 10 times the amount of money they would have got if they spent it. Whoa, $3,840 for this 2004 big face $50 grants note. So this one got graded by PCGS at a 58 PPQ. The biggest thing, if you have not noticed already, is the misalignment going on with the third print. So really quickly, when it comes to printing paper money, the back of the bill is the first print, the front of the bill is the second print, and the third and final print on this bill is going to be the overprint, which you see here is indeed misaligned. So if you ever come across a misaligned print layer bill on your paper money, you want to go ahead and get it certified by a company like PMG or PCGS, because that is going to dramatically increase the value of your bill. This $50 bill was turned into $3,840 bucks, $4,800 for this 1928 $50 bill. So when it comes to paper money in the US, 1928 was actually the first year of issue for small size paper money bills. Believe it or not, before that, the US produced what we call large size bills. Now, large size bills would not fit easily into a wallet at all, and they were a bit cumbersome to carry around. When the US shrunk down to the normal size we're all used to, it was much better for everyone, and it saved material costs. So why did this one sell for almost $5,000? Let's break it down. So first of all, it's a 65 EPQ. That means the grade's really high, and there is no folds at all on this bill. Next, you want to look at the large 2 on the left-hand side of the bill. So that large 2 is called a district number. Now that district number can be anywhere from 1 all the way to 12. Now the 2 stands for the New York district. 1 would be Boston and 12 would be San Francisco. Typically, that is going to be a letter and not a number. So collectors call this type of bill a numeral type $50 bill. Now something important to realize is that these numbers and letters should be matching. So for example, you have the large 2 on the left-hand side of the bill, then you have 4 smaller 2s all around the bill. Those, once again, are called district numbers. Those numbers should always match. So if they were 1s, they would all be 1s. If they were 3s, they would all be 3s. The next area to look at for matching is going to be the start of the serial number. The start of the serial number should always correlate with the position in the alphabet. For example, you can see here the serial number starts with a letter B, and the letter B is the second digit in the alphabet. For example, if the district number was instead a 12, then the serial number would start with an L. If the district number was a 1, then it would start with a letter A. This goes from 1 all the way to 12, depending on which district this banknote was printed for. If you ever come across a time where the number does not match the letter in the start of the serial number, you have something that's worth a lot more money than $4,800. But I digress. The big things on this one is the grade and the fact that it's a numeral type from New York. That is why it sold for $4,800. All right, looking at the front of this bill, $6,721.20. Now, you might have noticed already that something looks a bit odd. If you remember, the second print is the front of the bill. So everything you're looking at right here is the second print, and it's missing the third print. And when you flip it over to the back, you can tell it's not actually missing, but instead the overprint was accidentally printed on the back of the bill. This 2004 $50 bill has what we call an overprint on back error, and that is why it sold for $6,721.20. $14,400 for this numeral type St. Louis $50 bill. So once again, you can tell there's a big 8 on the left hand side, so you know right off the bat that this is a numeral type. Let's go ahead and check the start of the serial number. You can see there's an H at the start of the serial number, which is indeed the 8th letter in the alphabet, so that is matching. Good job, good job. But this note got graded very, very highly by PMG at a 66. This St. Louis small size Federal Reserve note sold for $14,400. If you have any of the bills in this video, we recommend checking out our free coin and currency ebook to educate yourself. It is absolutely free. If you want to go ahead and get that, comment the word ebook down below or check out the link, and we will see you guys in the next video.